I have a friend, Jaya. She's Arcturian. She's like one of the guardians of the crystals. And she's like showing me yesterday the Giza Plateau pyramids and the Sphinx. And there's three chambers underneath.
Mm-hmm.
In the left chamber, there's the refractory ruby telescope that I've talked about before. And there's like staffs with power in them. And they're crystalline or laser. So they're almost like laser devices. In the middle chamber, there's these three round UFOs, kind of like circular craft that can spin, and those are Syrian. And then another refractory ruby telescope in the third chamber. And even going down underneath, there's more chambers, two more with huge tunnel system and triangular type craft, Syrian craft. So there's the, basically that's what I was getting. And
Mm-hmm.
I just drew that by hand just a moment ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's like showing me so much stuff.
It is, I mean, there is some incredible knowledge hidden. I don't know if they called like the Akashic Records Hall, where you have all the memory.
The the Atlantean Egyptian Hall of Records, that I built as Calypso because I had a past life. So I know about some of the stuff there. She's like, well, there's more. You need to do more. I told you about the Egypt thing today because I was so excited. It's like, oh, ships, different ships, Atlantean ships, Syrian ships. Yay, good. It's like that desire to remote view and go to Egypt. It's like I need to go there, and I will energetically.
If you're able to go physically, it will even assist you, on every level energetically, to apparently if you go to the site.
But it's not the same. See, I remember it as a lush space with trees. And I don't remember it as a desert.
So that doesn't
It's
matter.
too hot.
I mean, Egypt previously was all full of water.
Yes, it was lush. It was green. It had water.
It was green. I mean,
yeah.
Wasn't also the Sahara desert? Wasn't it also all green before
Yes.
it became a desert?
Yeah, I don't want to.
And I am also very curious. What is all hidden in the sand?
There's a lot of different portal systems because I went to the Gobi Desert, not the Sahara, the Gobi. There's portal systems under the Gobi Desert and holographic technology. That's what's under the sand.
Isn't there also like when you look at Africa, like okay, I'm like terrible. Okay, Africa, like here's here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on this side, if you have Morocco above, you've got Tunisia over here. Okay. I think it's Mali or Mauro or something, and there is a, beneath the skull, if you look at it like on a map, beneath the skull, there is this a very particular round-shaped area. There was something very important. Like I almost want to say it's like part of the Atlantean place.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different, almost like huge floating crystals, something to do with floating devices. On the surface, it was like green, blue, huge orbs, crystal orbs floating. Interesting. It was some kind of almost like, to me, it looks like circular glass, something to do with time portaling, and these spinning crystal orbs, green, blue, like emeralds, sapphires. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, it high energy space. It had to do with time portals, like something in the air and on the ground platforms that floated, and these orbs in between that opened the time portaling sequencing. Like time travel, not just your normal portal to go through, but time travel. Experiments with crystalline platforms and spinning orbs.
If I can find on a map, I saw this on 2 different occasions.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look from an aerial perspective, you see patterns
Mm.
like the Atlantean, round-shaped city with floods around the round-shaped
Yeah.
dock
Yeah.
in the middle, and
Yeah.
you've got like this in and out of water around. And I'll send you via email if
Yeah.
I think it's also an interview on Gaia that reconnected that I saw on another occasion, separately, and I just
Mhm.
connected these 2 dots. So voila.
Yeah. Well, this thing looked like that to me as it was spinning, and there was a circle in the middle, and it was like refracting light through whatever was spinning up in the sky, and a circular platform on the ground. These orbs spinning, and that was the time time portal machine. So they were doing something with refractory light and light essence. It's advanced technology. Wow. I had seen several Syrian and Atlantean transporter crafts delivering supplies to the Giza Plateau pyramids and the energy power generator centers when Jaya took me 100,000 years in the past to look at ancient Egypt, or Kemet as it was known. So I saw those kind of golden glowing crafts. They were circular, cylindrical. Some of them were golden, some of them were more silver. The Atlantean ones were silver, the Syrian ones were golden, and they were round, circular, cylindrical craft hovering above the pyramids and the Sphinx. 100,000 years ago in the sky, that's what I saw. And I saw some other crafts underground, the triangular ones, the Syrian ones. And then this is in present time. I saw some heptagon time travel devices with cascading and spinning orbs floating in the sky in Africa, in that portion of Africa that sort of looks like a skull edge. This is what I saw, and it was refracting. It was almost like crystal glass and floating platforms below it, and just opening time portals and a lot of energy from the floating orbs. And so just a lot of blue and green. So deep blue and green. Orbs were blue. And the heptagon device was blue. It was really blue. So it's quite amazing to have seen that. And apparently there's time travel devices like that. And it could be floating in the sky above a country. And Africa has many different, it's a huge continent with many different countries on the continent in Africa.